Welcome to Upari Gaming. It's once again a story time, and last time we went to see DC and AD Alliance leaders Queen Iren and King Emeric, High King Emeric. So now we are going to go and make some deals with them.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all three alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins.
Have the Alliance leaders arrived?
I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation.
I'll do my best.
I don't envy you the task. We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the Cold Harbor invasion itself. I'll try to introduce you to some of them on the way to the meeting. Lead on.
Okay.
2 kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you. Look! It's Lady Laurent!
Careful with that, you clumsy fool. Do hurry it up. We're missing everything.
I never weary of your charms, Lady Laurent.
That is Galarian as I live and breathe. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Stirk.
It seemed a fitting choice. It was here that the leaders of the First Era assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slode.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Bal's realm has in store for us.
We are waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanus. I can take care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant. Stibbons, haven't you finished tying those bags yet? Oh, you really are hopeless.
Farewell, milady. We must dash. We're expected at the summit. Wonderful. It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day.
Getting the leaders to cooperate will be no small task. I hope you're up for it.
Hope so.
The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
Captain Alfari, has the island been secured?
Aye. All ships in the area have been diverted away from the island, and the wards are in place.
And the Alliance leaders?
They'll be here any moment. You three should get over there as soon as you can.
We're on our way. Thank you, Captain. We must make haste.
High King Emeric of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Iren of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial City.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emeric.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bal commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the ruby throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus, but I'm going to check on my lion guard.
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately.
How can we make them see reason?
Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Cold Harbor. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected.
The guilds can lead the attack, but only if all three leaders agree.
An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their camps? See if you can reason with them individually.
Well, I can try that.
Tractable fools. Their pride will see us all dead.
Is the Fighters Guild any different?
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bal's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think?
Would the Fighters Guild be willing to invade Cold Harbor?
Willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral. Unless all three alliance leaders consent to it. Our hands are bound.
Yeah.
I tried, but these thick-skulled bastards will not see reason.
We need to cooperate.
What about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there.
What if we sent the guilds to Cold Harbor?
Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance.
Both guilds have experience fighting Daedra. They may be our best chance.
You make some sense after all. I will support this foolish plan if you can convince the other leaders.
Okay.
Your scald king has all the patience of a bull at mating season. This is a negotiating table, not a battlefield. Can't you talk some sense into that thick head of his?
I have a suggestion.
That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest?
Send the guilds into Cold Harbor.
I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few, and Molag Bal's followers are legion.
You may be right, but we need to do something.
I'm not convinced, but let me think on it. Something must be done. On that we agree.
Euron is being stubborn out of spite. He's your king. Can't you reason with him?
There is an alternative.
Is there? What did you have in mind?
We could send the guilds into Cold Harbor.
Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Cold Harbor to fully understand what they'd be up against.
I don't see any other options.
Nor do I, but I'll agree to nothing until I've conferred with my advisors. Now go annoy the others. I've had enough for one day.
Yeah. You prick.
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse?
They are considering the idea, but they are not convinced.
I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise.
They don't trust each other.
With very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement... Does the air feel strange to you? That's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching.
A storm, Vanus. What's wrong?
I have an ill feeling about this.
He has arrived. I can't.
Galdian, what's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Molag Bal!
Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back. How amusing, and yet so very sad. All of Nern shall be mine.
Galdian!
Oh. Surfing on weapon bug.
I thought we were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day.
Then we must act quickly.
Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him.
Can you open a portal to Cold Harbor?
Yes, at the Alien Well at the center of the island.
Perhaps this attack will convince the leaders to cooperate.
After that terrible display of power, I don't think they have much choice. Honored leaders, you have seen the face of our enemy! Molag Bal threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Cold Harbor!
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Cold Harbor.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bal thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Hakruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Stirk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanos.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go!
Stendarr, protect us all! We're as ready as we shall ever be.
Is this everyone?
Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bal knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into Cold Harbor undetected.
Let's do this.
It's difficult to predict where you will emerge once you reach Cold Harbor. Be on your guard, my friend.
Okay.
What's this? Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good.
Where is everyone?
Rotten luck. They arrived in Cold Harbor, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molag Bal's defenses. Nasty beasties abound. Off you go, over the bridge and head inland. There's a good chap.
Okay.
Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it.
What's across the bridge?
What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one over there. That one leads to the Hollow City.
A hollow city?
Dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore if you ask me, but I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest! What a simply fabulous word. Quest. 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 I just love how it rolls off the tongue.
Right. I'll head to this hollow city.
Welcome back to Cold Harbor, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it.
Where am I exactly?
Welcome to the beautiful gardens of Cold Harbor. Do have a look around. Lovely day for it. Soak up the ambiance, the grandeur, the wonder of it all.
Tell me about yourself, Cadwell.
I have the honest feeling we've discussed this before, or did I already mention that? No matter. I am Sir Cadwell, the Undaunted, Knight of the Court of Cold Harbor, champion of chivalry, defender of the defenseless, shepherd to the soul-shriven.
What are you talking about?
Am I not speaking the common tongue of Nern? I was once fluent, but time does get on, doesn't it? I'm sorry, I forgot the question, though I'm quite sure I already answered it. You really should pay more attention.
Are you insane?
Sane? That's in the north, isn't it? I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
You mentioned a bridge.
Did I? I don't recall that, but there is a bridge just ahead. Leads to the city, rather a drab, empty place at present, but a little paint, a potted plant or two. And honestly, it's not as if you've got a lot of choices right now, so off you go.
Okay.
Very few would dare to enter the Prince of Murder's realm of their own choosing. Your action consists of equal parts bravery and stupidity. I think in this case, that's exactly what we need. We've been waiting for you, Planewalker.
Who are you?
You may refer to me as the groundskeeper, one of the few survivors that remain. I tend to this city. The magic that protects these walls and keeps us safe requires constant nurturing and the utmost care.
Where are we?
The city's original name no longer matters. Now it is a hollow city, waiting to be filled. A perfect place to begin an assault on Molag Bal. This city can be your armor against the hazards of Cold Harbor. It just needs life to return it to glory.
And this is where I'm supposed to gather my army.
It could be. There is no safer place in Cold Harbor, for Molag Bal's reach cannot extend into the Hollow City. That is what was intended, and that is the way it is. Please walk with me. Let me show you why this city will serve your needs.
Okay, normally I would choose this to skip this tour, but screw it.
Watch and listen. While I could explain things to you, it will be better to simply show you. The history of the city permeates these streets, and with a bit of magic, I can reveal it to you. Now come, let us walk. Long ago, this city existed in Nern. It was alive and vibrant, and went by a different name. Its people were devoted to Prince Meridia, the Radiant One. They lived in peace and assumed themselves safe from any dangers. But Meridia has enemies, such as the despicable Molag Bal. The Prince of Murder sent minions from Cold Harbor to destroy her beloved city. The city's defenders did what they could, but they were no match for Molag Bal's forces. Everyone outside the walls was slaughtered, but the warriors and mages managed to seal the gates to protect those huddled within. As fortune would have it, the Ayleid King Lalorian Dinar was visiting the city. A skilled warrior and tactician, he quickly took command of the city's defenses. The Ayleid King single-handedly protected one of the gates. As he fought, he prayed for assistance, and his prayers were answered. Meridia felt compassion for her followers, but she also saw an opportunity. Molag Bal's open portal worked both ways. The time had come to take the battle to Cold Harbor. Meridia warded the city and pushed it into Cold Harbor. The city arrived intact, but many of its inhabitants were either killed or scattered by this realm's protective spells. Even the Ayleid King was captured. Still, Meridia had accomplished the impossible. She stabbed a dagger into Molag Bal's side. A portion of her realm was in his domain, and he could not touch it. The survivors lost faith, however. One by one, they left the safe confines of the city to try to return to Nern. They were foolish, and they paid the price for rejecting Meridia's edicts. Meridia foresaw a day when an opportunity would arise. An overconfident Molag Bal. Champions from another plane. On that day, this city would become the focal point for the assault against the Lord of Schemes. I say, this city shall serve you well against Molag Bal. Know that every choice you make in Cold Harbor will have an effect on the Hollow City. It shall be reborn with every person you save, forged into a weapon by your own hands.
And what's your role in all of this?
I am your advisor. We both wish to stop Molag Bal's machinations. I offer you what help I can. The Hollow City awaits you and your allies. Use it wisely, and it shall not fail you.
What's the next step?
You must gather those who were lost. King Dinar and Vanus Galarian have vital roles to play, and they must be at your side. Rescue your missing companions. Return the Hollow City to its former glory, and we can begin the assault on Molag Bal.
And no reward.
You shall require more than just the king and the mage, of course. But they are as good a starting point as any. Others in this realm, allies current and soon to be, all have important parts to play in this endeavor.
Others?
As you seek out the mage and the king, I'm sure you shall meet others who require your aid. Look for those you trust, and who would be willing to join us here.
And the mage and the king? Where will I find them?
Go west, beyond the Moonless Walk. There you shall find the Ayleid King, held within a tower of darkness. Vanus the Mage is somewhere in the eastern plain. His exact location is hidden from me.
I find the Ayleid King and Vanus the Mage.
I recommend heading west first to find the Ayleid King, but the choice is yours. If you wish to free King Dinar, you must recover the lights of Meridia. The lights have the power to unlock his prison of darkness.
What are the lights of Meridia?
Originally, the lights were a gift from Meridia. Power that protected the city and made life easier for its inhabitants. When she pushed the city into Cold Harbor, she filled the lights with even more of her divine power.
And how will I use them to free the king?
King Dinar is trapped within a tower of darkness, bound by shadows and dark magic. Meridia's lights can unravel those bonds. Without them, you won't be able to set the Ayleid King free.
Where I can find these lights?
As you no doubt noticed, Molag Bal's realm has its own defenses. Things that teleport onto this plane tend to get scattered, as were your allies, as were the lights. They could be anywhere, but most likely, they are guarded by Molag Bal's forces.
You don't have anything more precise for me to go on.
Rumors only, I'm afraid. I have heard tales of a strange prison to the northwest. A tower that is not a tower, that guards one of the lights. And others whisper of a vile laboratory to the southeast that distorts the purity of Meridia's light.
Okay. Okay. I end this video here, and next time I'm gonna go and rescue King Lalorian. Run. Whatever. I rescue the king. So thanks for watching, and I hope I catch you on next one. Bye.